What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Aranda here, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'll be going over all the watches, warnings, and advisories taking place all across the United States. And we do have quite a bit of warnings going out, especially red flag warnings taking place on the western part of the United States. We do have some severe thunderstorm warnings embedded into that in some areas as well. Then we do also have flood advisory, tornado watches also issued for the central and parts of the eastern half of the United States, with a severe thunderstorm warning in some counties. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So we're going to start off with North Carolina, my home state, and we do have a severe thunderstorm warning issued just outside of like Asheboro, North Carolina, mainly the south central part of the United States, just south of the triangle for Raleigh, Durham. Then we also do have a flood advisory issued just south of that as well, near basically along the border of North Carolina and South Carolina going north. And then we also have a special weather statement issued for the rest of the state, anywhere from that Onslow County area all the way up through the entire eastern half of North Carolina, except for Pender County, New Hanover, or Wilmington, going all the way up through the triangle for Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, those areas. And then also being stretched into Winston-Salem and parts of the northwestern part of the United States. Then we also have a hazardous weather outlook issued as well. So that's what's going on there in North Carolina. Going down to Mississippi, they currently do have a flooded warning issued in a few counties and a heat advisory. Now, I don't know if this flood warning is coming from when Tropical Storm Arthur made landfall on Texas and went through Louisiana and Mississippi. Some those states did reach over 10 inches of rain. We do have flood warnings issued for Louisiana as well. Yeah, we have a flood warning and a hazardous weather outlook issued for Louisiana. We can go ahead and move into Oklahoma. Oklahoma do have a flood warning in several counties. We do have a flood advisory, a flood watch, and a hazardous weather outlook also been issued for Oklahoma. Texas do have like a heat advisory, as well. They have a severe thunderstorm warning issued. This is Texas, right? I think this is Texas. Yeah, they have a severe thunderstorm warning issued, a flash flood warning, a red flag warning, heat advisory, and a hazardous weather outlook been issued for parts of Texas. Going into Missouri, Missouri do have a flood warning, flood advisory, flood watch, and a hazardous weather outlook also issued. So yeah, there's definitely possibly some heavy rain falling really quick in some of these counties across the central part of the United States to be issuing flood warnings. We do have extended some more areas in Missouri. This comes from the St. Louis National Weather Service Forecast Office, and we do have a flash flood warning, a severe weather statement, flood warning, tornado watch, flood advisory, flood watch, and a hazardous weather outlook as well. We can go into northern, no, this is Kentucky. Okay, Kentucky, you do have a severe thunderstorm warning, flash flood warning, severe weather statement, flood warning, tornado watch, flood advisory, flood watch, and a hazardous weather outlook also been issued for Kentucky. Northern Tennessee is dealing with a flood advisory, look like tornado watch, and a hazardous weather outlook. So definitely some strong storms is embedded in this area right here, possibly. So really got to watch out to see any sneaky tornadoes get going, possibly over Texas, not Texas, Kentucky, Missouri is possible. We could see some tornadoes spin up in some of those areas, and it's been extremely hot. Everybody know that if you don't know, there is a heat wave setting up on the eastern half of the United States, all through the Carolinas, the mid-Atlantic, the southeast. I'm gonna be dealing with triple digits for the high and for the feel-like temperatures. I know here where I live in the coastal part of North Carolina, I think coming in on the 1st or the 2nd, our high is 99 degrees, and the feel-like temperature is going to be 117. Going up into the Raleigh area as well, it's going to be the same thing around the 4th. But it is possible that we can see thunderstorms across the deep south and the southeast, anywhere from the Carolinas down to Florida, and for the deep south, possibly Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, possibly Texas as well, Arkansas. It's possible we can see some of those. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, looks like, issued all the way up into the northeast for Vermont. They have a severe thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm watch been issued in the pink. I would not be surprised if those do get upgraded to severe thunderstorm warnings depending on where these storms go, or if there's any more that forms over any of those counties. We do have a severe weather statement and a hazardous weather outlook issued for Vermont as well. We can go into Montana. Montana is dealing with a winter storm warning. Okay, this is Montana. Great Falls, Montana is dealing with a winter storm warning, a winter weather advisory, a lake wind advisory, and a wind advisory as well. So Montana is currently dealing with the winter storm warning. How much snow they're going to get, I cannot tell you. I might get several inches, but this probably is not unusual just for the fact that Montana sits up there along the border of Canada. So it's possible they can see, winter storm still get going in the middle of summer. Well, for most states, it is not really the middle of summer. We still got to go through July. Depending on where you're at, it's going to stay warm all the way through December normally. Going into Idaho, they had dealing with a winter storm warning, a red flag warning for high fire danger, winter weather advisory, a wind advisory, and a freeze watch has also been issued for Idaho. So they dealing with a winter storm warning, but also some counties is dealing with a red flag warning for extreme fire danger. I think it was Utah. The governor of Utah declared a state of emergency and is banning fireworks. So Utah cannot do any fireworks because of fire danger. Going into Nevada. Northern Nevada is dealing with a freeze watch, a red flag warning, a lake wind advisory, and again a freeze watch has been issued for Nevada. Utah, the entire state of Utah is dealing with a red flag warning, like except for one county, but that might just close in. It'll be the same thing. A wind advisory and a freeze watch. But again, Utah, all of Utah is dealing with a red flag warning. Possibly burn bans has been issued to the point that you can't even, do fireworks around the 4th. So, and it's going to continue going all the way down into New Mexico. New Mexico is dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning in several counties, a severe weather statement, a severe thunderstorm watch, red flag warning, wind advisory, fire weather watch, special weather statement, hazardous weather outlook. Now with New Mexico, if these these red flag warnings expand, they might do a ban on fireworks as well. But I see why Utah do it, because we do not need another incident like LA for LA fires. Well, how the fires went on in LA. Let's see. Going into Arizona, they're dealing with a red flag warning, lake wind advisory, and an air quality alert. Now, several counties, or a few counties, possibly three counties possibly in Arizona is not under a red flag warning. That gap might close in. It is possible, but again, strong gusty winds is possible in some of these areas, and if any brush fires start, it definitely can spread. Going into California, California is dealing with a red flag warning, small crab advisory for its coast, wind advisory, and an air quality alert been issued for California. Southeastern Oregon, they're dealing with a red flag warning, small crab advisory, and a lake wind advisory has been issued for Oregon. And that's about it for the United States. So go ahead and check out Florida real quick. Florida's not showing any thing about. One county in Florida is dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning and a flood advisory. The flood advisory is just north of Daytona Beach, so Florida is pretty quiet. We do have some storms right here. This is possibly where those severe thunderstorm warnings is, and is right here where you see that blinking yellow. That area right there is where the severe thunderstorm warning is in Florida. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time your boy upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one if it's God's will. Stay safe out there. Stay hydrated. Again, especially most of us across the eastern half of the United States are going to be dealing with triple digits for a high, ranging from 109, 110. Feel like temperatures is going to exceed 115. So with that being said, it's your boy Arande out.